Now to the trial of George Zimmerman. It started this week, as you know. The media, they're in full force, giving wall-to-wall coverage, especially to the prosecution's star witness.
So it was racial, but it was because Trayvon Martin put race in this.
No.
You don't think that's a racial comment?
No.
You don't think that creepy cracker is a racial comment?
No.
19-year-old Rachel Jeantel, a friend of Trayvon Martin, cross-examined by defense attorney Don West. West trying to poke holes in Jeantel's testimony and trying to convince the jury that Martin made the deadly encounter a racial issue. The 2 days of her testimony received all kinds of coverage, Judy.
Yes, and the media were clearly very, or a lot of them, very hostile the first day and more forgiving after she'd been coached to say things like, sir, and the second day. But I've been struck by the extent to which the media coverage has been bifurcated. You have kind of coverage that's aimed at lawyers, looking at strategy and who's doing what to whom and what the end game is and how to get there, and then ordinary coverage for people like me who want to know what this young woman was going through and why was she interviewed for the first time in the presence of Trayvon Martin's mother.
Well, and many in the media, Joe, seem to sort of be making excuses for her lapses on the stand.
Well, she is a young kid. She's under a lot of pressure. We could understand that to a certain extent. But the bottom line is that this case already, when you see particularly some members of the media bending over backwards to try to define exactly if cracker is something that is seen as offensive or not, I have a feeling that by the time this thing is done, it already seems so cheap and easy already that this is going to set back racial relations in this country a couple of years.
Is the coverage adding to a racial divide?
Well, it depends what the coverage. I have to say, your organization, Mediaite, did a really good job of explaining pretty much everything that went on from people who were the parents that were allowed to attend the trial versus not, versus sequestration. So some media really did a very